We're streaming.
Streaming.
I need to figure out how. I don't know how to do anything on here. They're gonna be able to see this, but I need to get this to here so I can
Yeah.
see it somewhere.
I don't.
Do the thing with your phone.
Okay. Can you like shrink a video? Like, or shrink a window?
No,
Mm. Well, that stinks.
at least I don't know how.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Don't worry about it. This is why I do this stuff. Let me. Where's the volume right here? Oh, I don't want to do that. Turn it down to like here. We're kind of pushing this one late, so I don't know who all is going to show up. But regardless, either way, they can watch it later.
Mm-hmm.
I figured tomorrow, I'd like to try to do these every day about 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time.
I won't be here for any of those,
No,
really.
we should probably have that set up from now on first. But anyways, we are. I picked a video because it's nukes, and we haven't watched nukes in a while.
Oh, okay.
And they say that these videos will make you cry like a baby, a little baby,
A little, a little,
little,
a little
little
baby.
baby.
A little baby.
So, make sure you go, I guess, watch the original video. Not that he needs it. It's got 1.7 million views in just over a week. And like his video, like ours. And if you'd like to see more consistent content from us, well, subscribe. Tell your friends and family to subscribe. Join the Patreon. Make this be our job.
Yes.
And we can be way more consistent with it.
Absolutely.
Because right now, we are just regular, everyday people. So it's hard to make this, not going to say it's not a focus, but it can't be the main focus. We have regular people stuff going on.
Absolutely.
So, for fuck's sakes, guys, help us out.
What?
But yep, let's jump into some nukes. I might have to turn this back up now so we can hear it. But hopefully, I do got the volume adjusted on here, so hopefully it'll be better. But let's get into some nukes.
Let's do it.
This next video was sent in by a Nuke's Top 5 viewer, but unfortunately it was posted to the internet without a source. So the story goes that a woman claimed to have a doll that was haunted, and she said that she would often catch it moving all on its own. After being asked repeatedly,
I often wonder, was there any Annabelle-like dolls before Annabelle?
I would assume so.
That was in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
When was the most beautiful, handsomest doll that was ever created and ever lived? I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I want to meet you one day, Robert the doll. Listen, I don't know if you've noticed, and I hate to be superstitious, but it seems like ever since we did that episode, we've had a string of bad luck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe
Absolutely.
not since that episode, but maybe since like the last time we've mentioned him, because we've had injuries and sicknesses and deaths in the family, and we've had a lot of stuff happen since then.
Kids' surgeries coming up, like lots of things.
Yeah, I mean that from the bottom of my heart, though. Robert the doll, I would love to meet you, and I'm sorry for not asking your permission. I just did.
Okay.
And I mean it. So, I mean, I hope he knows that I mean it. But I wonder if there were a lot of haunted doll claims before him,
I don't know.
because we get a lot now. I mean, it's so big that you can go on eBay and there's a whole section of haunted dolls.
Oh, yeah. Haunted dolls.
I mean, you can buy a demonic doll now for like $15. It's crazy.
Yeah, okay. Just like all the Dybbuk boxes?
They're legit.
by viewers, she decided to point a camera at the doll and live stream the entire thing. Around an hour in, with skeptical viewers watching closely,
I don't like
there
dolls.
was a bit
I don't either.
of movement. Watch closely.
Dolls are my clowns.
What a creepy doll.
Hey,
That
all right. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to watch this with you because you about gave me a heart attack. Can you
That was not what I was expecting at all.
look at you crying like a little baby?
I am not crying. That was not what I was expecting. Like the arm.
If you really can, I'm gonna put John Wayne Gacy on your pillow.
Okay. That was violent.
I didn't even notice it because you screamed so loud. This freaked me out. I would immediately burn the dog.
I burned the whole
This
house.
is Pod 5,
These
the
ads.
first fully immersive sleep system. Intelligent.
There's something in there, bro.
What makes you think that?
Dude, that first
Now,
one
the
was
doll
so
doesn't
violent.
actually
Not
move,
what I
but the
was
items
expecting.
surround.
Here's what I don't understand.
That was not what I was expecting.
Why are they shooting this in the dark with a red light?
I
Is it to mask the shadows?
don't know.
I mean,
They
there's
just
gotta
randomly decided
there's
to
gotta be a
put a
person
camera on the doll one random night.
and buy a red light bulb and set it all up creepy, and there's just enough shadows behind it where you can't see anything. I mean, look, it's creepy for sure, but it's like horror movie creepy. It's like creepy in a way where I'm almost pretty positive I know it's fake. I mean, I know it's fake.
It was
It's
definitely like that jump scare creepy
oh,
because like that's
yeah,
not at all what I was expecting to happen
because you screamed
all.
my ear
I
off.
did not scream. I said, "Oh."
So wait, we'll watch this back, and
Okay.
you will see that you screamed.
Okay.
Surrounding it in the storage closet fly violently across the room and even on top of the doll. Viewers have speculated that because the doll was buried in the debris, that the woman's doll isn't even actually haunted, but perhaps her house is. However, others claim that the supernatural activity is centered around the doll, and some even claim that they saw the doll move in the video before everything came crashing down. But without a source, we'll never know. So, what do you think?
I think there's something.
A hug goodbye. A woman who calls herself Sissy says that her husband passed away 8 months ago under very sudden and unexpected circumstances. One day, as Sissy and her son Clarence are walking out of their front door, their Ring camera records something very strange.
You ready to go, Grandma's? Come on. Let's go.
I want you.
She's got kind of so bad. Yeah.
Dada! I'm just hugging me. Daddy hugging me. What?
Oh, wait. No. Okay.
Oh.
Come on, Clarence. I think my
I really wish he would
Okay.
have used spooky music. That's sad.
That is sad.
That's what I was just about to ask. What'd you say, bud? Can you say bye to you?
I said bye. I said bye, Daddy.
Oh, okay. You see, Dad, you're around.
Now, Sissy posted the video because she thought it was just a little odd.
Did you hear what she said? He sees his dad around, so clearly this isn't the first time.
Right.
That's sad.
It is really
Because that's
sad.
either the kid really is maybe seeing the spirit of his father, or that's just how he's coping with it.
Yep.
He's like turned his father into an imaginary friend. Either way, that's pretty sad.
It was very sad.
And kinda cute that her son was talking to his dad who passed away. She made no claims that the clip was paranormal, but when she posted the video online, viewers began to point out that there also seemed to be a strange voice in the clip. A voice that they thought might actually be the little boy's father, communicating from beyond. Now I'll enhance the audio and listen carefully just as little Clarence walks out of the door.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I hear it.
Oh, me too.
But it sounds like a woman.
I'm just hugging me.
A quiet voice seems to whisper, "Honey," and the boy seems to look around as if searching for who said it. Even stranger, he seems to think that it's the voice of his deceased father and actually walks over as if his dad is standing nearby on the porch. The little boy says, Daddy hugging me. And again, a strange, quiet voice seems to whisper back.
Dada! Upstairs! Hurry me!
Jacket for her.
Say hanging me!
Oh wait, no. Okay. Oop, come on, Clarence.
So,
Say hanging me!
Oh wait, no. Okay. Oop, come on, Clarence.
however, I'm gonna put my debunking hat on here.
Okay.
It does sound like I am. But if you think about it, not reading that, and you watch this lady open the door, I think it's the door creaking.
It did kind of have like a squeaky sound to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's right as the door's opening. And you know how like our door will squeak? It always have the doors always those kind of doors always have a spot where they squeak.
Yeah. Not not all the time.
Yeah.
You know.
It's got certain points where it squeaks the
Mhm.
most. And it just happens exactly as she's opening the door. So I personally think that I'm not saying that about the first one, the first voice, but the second one, I believe, is a door squeak.
So did little Clarence actually encounter the spirit of his deceased dad, saying hello and giving him a quick hug? Clarence seems to think so. But as usual, you decide.
Bye, Daddy!
Witchboard. A woman is doing a solo investigation of a haunted house and is using a Ouija board to contact a spirit named Brenda that she believes inhabits the home. But as she conducts her Ouija board session, she begins to suspect that she might be in contact with something much more sinister.
Am I dealing or am I speaking with the devil right now through this Ouija board? It is not Brenda. You've just said it's Brenda. It's not Brenda, is it? Or
Now I know that you're freaked out by Ouija boards. I'm
Yes.
not. I don't even like I kind of believe in them, but I think I'd say 99.8% of the stuff that we see involving Ouija boards is fake. I do believe that there is the occasional like you may have contacted something because hell, I've used a Ouija board and it really seemed like we were talking to something.
Mhm.
But why the hell would you get on there and ask if you're speaking to the devil? That to me is like taking a gun to the hood and yelling that neighborhood's gang are bitches or something.
Right. You're just
Why are you doing that?
very inviting.
Why are
What
you
are
doing
you
that?
doing?
What is your that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
oh my God. I'm trying to take deep breaths. Who am I communicating? I'm losing my. Who am I communicating with through this board?
Her nose is bleeding.
My nose is bleeding right now. Oh my God. The demon it's trying to say. I know I've got no tissue, but my nose is bleeding right now.
Put on your scarf.
The board is moving. Oh my God, right, that's it. I'm done. I'm off. I'm sorry, guys.
She hears a strange sound from the floor above her and her nose starts to bleed. But still, she decides to continue.
See, all right. I'm glad I paused it right here. Do you see how this is framed?
Yes.
But the one before it was framed where you could see all the way on the right side of the screen.
Mhm.
But at the moment the board is snatched, you can't.
Yeah.
That's being pulled by somebody.
Absolutely. And it goes that way.
Yeah, exactly. It
Yeah.
goes towards the direction where you can't see all of a sudden. Gotcha, bitch.
Continue her session. Suddenly, the Ouija board flies off the table, and finally, she decides that she has had about enough, and she just gets out of there. A guy named Angelo decides to camp in a forest that is said to be haunted. He's a bit unnerved by the spooky surroundings, but nevertheless, he decides to try to contact any nearby spirits with a Ouija board. As you might expect, it did not go well.
I want a custom.
I paid for my own college, so I knew I'd have to start accumulating a lot of money, paying student loans, paying rent.
Should something move outside of town?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna end the session for a second, okay? I'm closing off the session. I don't see anything.
Like,
Well, that was weird.
Of course you're gonna hear stuff.
Well, not only that, but like, was the knife supposed to protect you from the Ouija board?
I don't.
You know what I've seen a lot? People being able to attack the spirits of the
With
Ouija board.
weapons.
Yeah, with a knife.
I
You never heard of that
just,
soul dagger?
I don't know.
It's just
Like you're
dumb.
outside camping, freaking yourself out using a Ouija board. Of course, there's going to be noises outside.
I mean, yeah.
Like,
But the fact that he brought a knife to a gunfight is just crazy. It just doesn't make any sense to me. He's ridiculous. Fake.
yeah.
It literally walked as it walked. It literally sounded as
Stacy.
What the was that?
Bro? Hey, come on, man.
Nope, no. That's... I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know if I want to know what the hell that was.
Probably not.
What do I do? Honestly, I think I should probably leave. Yeah, let's, I think I'm gonna do that.
Angelo begins to freak out from the strange sounds that seem to surround his tent and decides it's time to leave.
Okay, exit is just down that way. Oh, that was a really bad idea.
But if you summon something with the Ouija board and then you pack up and leave, where are you going? You got the board with you. You're bringing it with you.
I just burn it, throw it in the river, leave it in the woods.
I'm pretty sure burning it's a bad idea.
Oh, you know what I mean.
I think burning it's a bad idea. If you believe all the hoopla doo,
Hoopla?
hoopla doo doo, hoopa goo goo.
I just heard something. Something made a sound in my ear. What the what the what the was that? Nope. Let's just go. There's the exit.
A guy named Brendan Castagnon says that he used a Ouija board in his house, but didn't sign off properly at the end of the session. He claims that after this, he began to experience strange paranormal incidents in his home. One night, he awakens to the sound of something moving around in the other room. He grabs his phone and starts to record.
Ay, cabrón. No manches. ¿Qué era eso? No.
We're still taking this kind of stuff.
Ay, no manches.
I know that if you slowed this down, you'd either find a cut or you'd find something that would conclude with maybe somebody left out of that door. You'd find something in there to disprove this. Like this type of stuff has been
Oh, yeah.
disproven so many times now
Oh, yeah.
that I cannot believe.
We're still doing it.
I mean, I was gonna say that, but we really don't know when these videos are from. Nuke just finds them, I guess, from the internet. So I mean, it could be from 10 years ago for all I know. You know what I want to watch on here? I want to watch The Pantry Ghost. What?
But it's so creepy.
But it's so old, and I just wonder if anybody else but me remembers it. And
I
you
100% remember
you
it.
remember because I made you watch it.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
100% remember it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's from way before you watched it.
I know that.
But it was like part of that era of like that made me really get into paranormal. I mean, I know it's fake now, but I didn't then. You know,
It's
I was
very well done.
I had a thought. I don't mean to get off topic of all this, what we're doing right now, but I want to look who made that
Okay.
because I'm curious because I kind of feel like it's been a long time since I watched it, but I kind of feel like I remember it decently. Is it the dude from the Blackwell Ghost?
I don't know.
But when I hear the voice in my head behind the camera from the pantry ghost, to
It
me, it
sounds
sounds like the guy from the
yeah.
Blackwell Ghost.
Yeah.
And I mean, we already know that those are fake also.
We're gonna
They're
have to,
good though.
they are very good.
Yeah, they're good, but they're fake.
We're gonna have to look into that
Yeah. But we might watch the pantry ghost.
because we've seen both of those and enjoyed
both of
both of
those.
those.
We've
Black-
seen like 5 of them.
Blackwell Ghost and the Pantry Ghost.
We've seen like 5 Blackwell ghosts,
I'm not saying there's not multiple.
but we've seen multiple.
I
You know what? You don't get to speak on that.
yes, I
A strange pale face seems to peek around the corner, but when Brendown approaches, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Now terrified, he tries to retreat back to his room, but the door slams shut right in front of him.
can. Oh,
Brendown Castagnon says that after this incident, he never used the Ouija board again. And thankfully, the supernatural incidents in his home have slowly stopped occurring.
Maybe they just go away.
No one understands me. If I actually told people how I'm
That's
feeling,
okay.
they would
We
think
chill
of me
here now.
differently. That is
Maybe
a
we should
lie
watch
that I
that.
told myself.
Abandoned or not?
or not.
A guy who calls himself Native Penguin was doing some urban exploring on the grounds of the Cherokee Heritage Center in Park Hill, Oklahoma. The collection of old buildings were built on the site of the former Cherokee Female
That's really
Seminary,
cool.
a boarding school for girls that burnt to the ground in 1887. Suddenly, Native Penguin starts to hear something very strange.
Am I tripping or is there something going on in here? What the?
Did you notice that?
No.
Why did he pull out his phone to record if he's already recording
I
with the
don't know.
camera?
I don't know.
Doesn't that didn't he just kind of debunk himself? Like, what was the point of that?
Maybe to get a different shot,
It's the same shot.
but like
It's a
I don't,
straightforward.
I don't know.
So you're going to tell me that you think his phone's going to capture better quality audio and video
I'm
than
not telling you
what we're
anything.
watching? That was stupid. I really thought we were going to hear something that I was going to be able to be like, yeah, that might be something. This is old Cherokee land.
Like chanting, or
That's what I thought it was
that's
going to be.
me too.
Yeah,
That's
and I was going to
or
be
like
like,
a
well, it's
girl's
plausible.
voice,
Yeah,
like just something.
but I was going to say that that could be plausible. They're on Native American land.
Mm,
Hey, that could be.
yeah,
But that sounds like a speaker in there playing something. They probably put like a Bluetooth speaker in there.
yeah, and it's literally like a recording speaking.
This is
A preacher talking about Cherokee people.
this is my issue with nukes anymore.
So stupid.
It's so easy to debunk.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is so easy to debunk. It's like, but he keeps himself safe because he says, what do you think? He doesn't, he takes the blame off himself.
I mean, I get it, capitalized, brother. Like,
Yeah, I mean, look,
make
he's
that money
making,
for sure.
he's making hella money.
But
Actually, maybe we should start faking some stuff. I need some money.
I don't. No. We did a fake video on TikTok and people hated it.
Yeah, but but hold on.
Video.
But I never claimed that it was real.
I
It was an
know.
advertisement for the podcast.
I
It
am well aware.
ended with our podcast logo and everything. And then people got upset telling me that I was faking content. And I was like, yeah, it wasn't never meant to be real. It's literally my wife's head in the picture or in the video. Like you can see her blonde hair.
Yeah, I put it over my face. So,
But then those
you're
same people
welcome.
go to the videos like this and they're like, oh, this is amazing.
I know.
It's
O Senhor, ligado ko iga ahani idadaki sani idjalagi. After moving to Indian Territory, Cherokee Nation set aside 1 acre of
Even
ground
like tours
for
are
the
done there.
Cherokee congregation. Moravians, Baptists.
Dude, that's so creepy. Why is this?
I'm glad you said that. There probably are speakers up in there, and they
Yeah.
might be for when people walk around.
Yeah. They're like, these
That
are the
makes-
kinds of things that used to happen here.
Yeah, the informational speaker boxes like you see
Yep.
at like zoos and museums and
Yep.
stuff. I want to go to the museum.
A museum?
Something
Is
a
there a
lot of
museum
people,
here?
something a lot of people don't know about me is I love going to the museum, either historical or art. I love it. I'm a freaking nerd.
I've never been to a museum.
I got to go to the Boston Museum of Fine Arts.
I know you tell me all the
It was
time.
one of my favorite things I've ever done.
I know.
I went for free because I was a Massachusetts resident,
Mm-hmm.
and it was incredible. It was phenomenal, and I want to go back.
I've never been to a museum.
They had a neon light exhibition going on
What?
where people had made neon lights, but it was just like either
Almost sculptures and
yeah,
all kind of crazy
or
stuff.
like
Yeah.
or even just signs that were just so elegantly done that said different things. And but there was a whole exhibition on neon lights.
That's cool.
It was
That's
incredible.
really cool.
It was amazing. I love it.
Even though the center has been closed down for years, there's an odd recorded message playing inside one of the buildings. Native Penguin looks in the windows to try to figure out just what is going on. He captures something on camera that is truly bizarre.
Okay. Dude, that scared me. I was like, there's someone in there.
At Mount Zion Church, where I pastor, we conduct our services in both languages, Cherokee and English. And we have a completely Cherokee audience.
Some strange white apparition seems to glide by just behind the building's old wood stove and disappears. Now, some viewers say it looks like a girl in a white gown, but what do you see? Did Native Penguin capture the spirit of one of the girls from the old burned school that once stood here? You decide.
See something, but
Producers, this plugin helps you finish your tracks way faster. Check this out. I'm going to start with this loop that I made here.
Like volume
Driven
up
to
part where it was like volume up. Was that supposed to be like a growl?
they didn't even.
Did you hear it?
No.
I did.
But I see now. You said it could be outside, and I thought that at first, but
Like a reflection.
but it would have had to have been in front of his phone.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but it could be a cobweb. Maybe to somebody. I don't know. That's the one I'll give 50-50. It would make kind of sense because
Did he have a watch on? Was it reflecting in the building when he put his hands up? Like,
but the problem is
I
the
don't know.
fact that they're making because I think that those informational boxes could just be going off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
They could be on like a timer.
A timer, exactly, during a certain season, and they just never shut them off.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to make it out too much like, oh my God, it's a ghost. And it really kills it for me, and it brings in the validity of their claims to where I can't just be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, agreed.
So you're full of shit.
To the grave. A man named Mark DeFalco is on his daily walk around his neighborhood when he notices that a car has crashed through the fence of the local graveyard. He starts to film, and what he captures is absolutely unnerving.
Is this the video? I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Oh my God.
We've seen this one in another one of our YouTube videos.
Damn, man. People gotta learn to slow down. Lucky they didn't hit none of these tombstones. Real lucky. Hello?
Yeah, it's
You all
definitely
right?
not dubbed over.
You okay? What the hell?
What
the fuck is going on here?
Yep.
There ain't nobody there. Miss?
Exactly.
Hello?
There's nobody there.
Mark hears creepy, unexplained sobbing as he approaches the car. But then it suddenly seems...
Dude, I'm going to search through, like... I think I said this last time, but I'm going to, like, try to search through Pixabay and Freesound and see if I can find that clip.
It's terrible. Terrible crying sound.
Feel like that clip is out there. Somebody wrecked the car through here. They didn't hit no tombstone.
to just stop as he reaches the
The new
car.
character. Down
Now,
the
Mark
road.
received multiple requests for a follow-up video to explain the situation. But Mark says that he didn't really understand what happened himself. But he did provide a pretty simple update.
Well, I finally got an update for you on that
It's not what I
cemetery
expected it to
video.
look like.
They fixed that fence.
And he needed all that quiet time walking down the sidewalk to tell us that.
Well, there was faint whisper.
That's what I'm saying. He needed that time to
course
let
he
that
did.
in. You're
Debunked.
I know exactly a whisper that does sound like that on Pixabay because I've used it a million times.
I know.
Now, this video was filmed 3 years ago, and to this day, Mark claims that the video he captured is 100% real and that he can explain it. But let me know what you think.
You're growing
You okay?
What?
Quite do this.
No.
That's the that.
No.
Good.
What the hell?
That means later.
Intruders. A young woman named Jeanette moves into a new apartment. But not long after, as she is recording herself practicing a new dance routine, something happens that is truly terrifying.
Okay, this isn't paranormal.
This is
Terrifying.
straight up
This is
terrifying.
terrifying.
Literally, someone just walked into this girl's house.
This is, I feel bad now because I was like, we were just making noises and playing around, but this is terrifying. This is why even when I go take a shower, I lock the doors if you're downstairs.
This is so scary. Oh my god.
Yeah, you don't trust nobody.
This gave me goosebumps. Literally nothing else.
This is the only like actual scary video on here.
And he said his name was Raymond.
Remember? We're friends.
No, I don't remember. Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
Luckily, Jeanette escapes unharmed. She calls the police and they check her apartment, but the intruder is no longer there. Jeanette says that the man was never caught. But it gets even weirder, because after Jeanette uploaded the video of her frightening experience, observant viewers notice something very strange.
No, this isn't paranormal. This is not paranormal.
No.
I hate that somebody's going to try to make this paranormal. This is traumatic for one. And like he said his name, you could hear him, you could see him. This was an intruder. It bothers me that they're going to try to flip this into something else. This is like more of like an actual like true crime type video.
Yeah.
Because this dude obviously exists and he's obviously sounds a little, mentally unstable
Mm-hmm.
or I don't know, slow, or can you say that anymore? I don't know. Don't cancel me. I don't know what the right term is, but there's obviously something wrong with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It bothers me that they're going to put a paranormal spin on it. I hate that.
Jeanette is fleeing her apartment. Something seems to open the door right in front of her, as if clearing her path so that she can get away.
Please get out of my apartment. Please go of my apartment.
Jeanette says that she has no idea how this could have happened.
I don't know. I'm just as confused as you guys are. I have no idea what happened. This door is not the easiest to open, and this is why I think it's like a divine thing, or like, I don't know, a ghost.
Is her door taped?
I don't. Yeah. It's not easy. So it's not like just like the wind.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. The landlord special?
Of course it's not easy to open because there's about 15 layers of painter's tape there.
I don't know.
Is this whole thing faked?
I don't know.
You see that, right?
I 100% see
Like,
that.
how could you be trying to sell this and then show everybody that?
I don't know. I don't know. Was the painter's tape on it the first time?
Oh, I don't know.
Mm.
Hold on.
Mm.
You might be onto something here. Let's back this up a hair.
Jeanette says that she has no idea.
It wasn't.
Strange. As Jeanette is fleeing her apartment, something seems to open the door right in front of her, as if clearing her path so that she can get away.
Please get out of my apartment. Please go out of my apartment.
Yeah.
Jeanette says that she has no idea how this could have happened.
I don't know. I'm just as confused as you guys are. I have no idea what happened. This door is not the easiest to open, and this is why I think it's like a divine thing, or like, I don't know, a ghost, or I don't. Yeah. It's not easy. So it's not like just like the wind pushed it or anything. I think someone actually.
It obviously doesn't latch. Look at how it's set up. She just pulls it open. She doesn't even have to turn the handle.
Right.
I wonder if it's not closed all the way the first time and her running.
Kind of put pressure and then the door just kind of slid open.
Yeah.
Because that's what I already said that.
It's not easy. So it's not like.
This could have happened.
I don't know. I'm just as confused as you guys are. I have no idea what happened. This door is not the easiest to open. And this
she opens the door, she just kind of open it and let it go, because I want to see if it swings itself.
This is why I think it's like a divine thing, or like, I don't know, a ghost, or I don't. Yeah.
Like that, if it's in your house and you have that much of a hard time with it, you would probably, if there's another door that you can lock, why would you close it all the way?
Yep.
You know, I bet that's what it is.
It's not easy. So it's not like just like the wind pushed it or anything. I think someone actually, or something. I don't know.
So now let's cut ahead to a few days later. Jeanette and her friend are unboxing some of her belongings as she continues to move into her new apartment. But her friend sees something that gives her the chills.
Why are you filming this?
Content. It's like an unpack with me video.
She's not even talking.
I know.
So it's not really an unpack with me if you're not
you just
saying
put
anything.
Music over it.
Stupid.
It's a real.
What? There's someone in here.
You saw a man in my bedroom?
He was right there between the green table and the bed, against the wall like this.
No.
Jeanette's friend says that she saw a man just standing in the bedroom. But now, the man is gone. A few days later, and again Jeanette hears some strange noises from somewhere in her apartment. What happens next is pure nightmare fuel.
I'd be like, Kitty, you get back here right now.
What's Kitty gonna do?
Try and keep me calm.
considers running out the front door, but instead she rushes into her nearby bedroom and grabs her pepper spray. But as she turns around,
I want to say I don't anymore. I've done a lot of editing for our podcast. And the sounds like that she's running from in her room, to me don't sound like they fit the they don't fit how they would sound in the room with every other noise. They sound different. I think they're added.
Okay.
They don't sound right. They sound like they were recorded on a microphone, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I feel the same. I feel like the first initial video
Was real.
was real and true.
And she capitalized on her 15 minutes of fame.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was thinking that through most of this.
Exactly.
But those sounds to me, they don't fit the room ambience or the atmospherical sounds that are happening in real time have like a little bit of reverb because they're in that big empty room.
Mm-hmm.
But then those jingly sounds like something's on the door. For one, they're too loud. She's across the room.
Yep.
And two, they don't have that reverb to them. They sound like we recorded them on like these kind of microphones,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
It just doesn't sound right to me.
her blood runs cold as she sees something slowly make a deep imprint on her mattress, almost as if some spirit actually sits down on her bed. As she runs out of the room in fear, she turns and the imprint on the bed is gone. Jeanette says that she is now terrified of the weird things going on in her new apartment. She says that friends have been staying with her until she can decide just what to do. Black Mass.
I wonder if she filmed some of it. I wonder if she filmed all that in two different sections.
Meaning?
Okay, so she had an idea for her content. She films the first part of the video where she runs away. And then she's like, stops it. And maybe she's like, it needs a little more. So she films a couple days later. And she films another scene because we just saw her moving in with boxes and stuff. And then there were these two indents on the bed. So what if she had set something down, maybe saw when she was putting it all together, oh, there's indents on the bed. And then she films another section a couple days later when the indents are gone.
I don't know.
And then she's just like, ghostly indents.
That's stupid. Don't capitalize off your trauma.
A young woman named Olivia Conkle says that some very strange things have been happening at the apartment that she shares with her boyfriend. Doors in the apartment often just open and close all on their own. One night, the couple returns home and sees something truly horrifying that seems to be staring out of their apartment window.
They from Australia.
Hey.
No. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Don't do
I apologize. That was terrible.
The couple looks around their apartment, but there's just nothing there.
People are coming in. Oh, you guys missed most of the video, but that's okay. You're going to be able to watch it back as soon as we're done.
Well, guess what? We can probably just watch another video.
You want to watch another one?
Why not? You dragged me down here. I've been up.
We're about to go in.
Fine.
I don't think I've ever been more scared in my life.
I've done this by myself.
I don't even have any words.
But the paranormal activity in their home seems to be getting worse every day. One night, Olivia is all alone when this happens. So, are Olivia and her boyfriend being haunted by some dark, shapeless thing that...
By a Dementor?
Dementor.
I knew
It's a
it.
Dementor.
Oh, yeah. Get him, baby.
Stay back. Stay back. Expecto Patronum.
hides in the shadows? You decide. Scary videos. These are videos that are sort of in the scary video genre, but they're just kind of silly, and also they're all about doggies. So first up, a man is watching a horror movie when very strange things start to happen nearby.
Yes, it's good. Because I'm here for my...
guys hear this
Bro, I'm literally watching a horror movie. What the hell?
Alright, so it was just an old dog trying to remove his diaper, but even that's a little bit scary. Poor doggy. Next, a man leads his little French bulldog back inside his apartment building, but someone has just set up a spooky Halloween decoration at the end of the hallway. Dog looks back kind of like, nope, maybe you should go check that out alone.
I want more of this.
And this one, the caption says it all. If your dog is scared, you should be scared.
Like the dog. Dogs do that. When you're out walking your dog and you're like in a spooky spot and the dog just stops and stares.
And is like,
yeah, and you're just like, what is it? Oh my God, we're gonna die. Dude, I hate that. Our dog used to do that in the backyard.
yep.
And he used to freak me out. Then we discovered it was a giant raccoon that was living out back, but it would never come in the yard because of the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, a woman introduces her new doll to her cute little pug named Augie.
Oh, and you guys are watching out, Miss Megan screaming.
I did not scream. I don't like it.
But can this little dog sense something about the doll that we can't? Nah, probably not. Anyway, thanks for watching. Maybe like and subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you next time.
Dude, where are they running from now?
Oh, that was good.
All right.
I like the end of that.
Maybe we'll do one more.
I like the end of that.
I wanted to see more of the dog stuff.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that more than the rest of this.
That was funny.
I mean, these aren't too long, so we'll watch them. How about 10 scary videos to freak you out?
Okay.
I don't know if everybody's still here. If you guys are still here, drop a hell yeah, brother in the comments and let us know if you can hear us okay, like when the video's gone. Because I did adjust the volume a bit.
This is Pod 5, the first
like
fully immersive sleep system,
There we go.
built to give you all.
So here we go. Again, like the last one, make sure you go show a little love and support to the almighty Nuke.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he's Nuke. I mean, even if these aren't his videos, he didn't make them.
No.
But he does kind of source fake content.
And he's just like, well, you guys decide.
But he's good at what he does.
He is
I
very
mean,
good.
Again,
Yeah.
this is from a month ago. It's got almost 3 million views. I guess one more like couldn't hurt. Here, boom, I'll give him one.
Thanks, Nuke.
Let's get into this. 10 scary videos that are insane. This isn't the one I picked, but whatever. We'll just go with it. Were you the one I picked this one?
A woman named Natalie who lives in the UK with her family says that lately strange things have been happening in their home. Natalie says that recently they've been doing renovations in their older house, and she believes that all of the activity might have disturbed something in the home. Something dark and sinister. One night while her son is sleeping, this happens.
I don't know how I feel about these videos. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Some unseen force seems to grab Natalie's son by his ankle and pull him right off the bed. The boy cries, and as if he is speaking to someone that we can't see, he says, I don't like it. No. Natalie says that her son then ran into their bedroom crying and said,
I honestly never know how to feel about these kinds of videos because it would be really hard, in my opinion, because we have kids. It'd be really hard to get them to fake it that well.
Yes.
But my logical brain says that can't be real.
Okay. So my first thought was, do you remember when our oldest used to have night terrors?
Yes.
And like I was in there one time when he woke up from one and he kind of did this like jolting weird movement, and
Yeah.
this kid's bed is like 2 inches off the floor. Maybe he felt like he was falling.
I could see that.
I don't know, but the leg movement was kind of weird.
But it was like a pull though. That's the only thing.
Right.
And I mean, unless you're like a professional breakdancer, I don't know how you would get that
That jerking movement. Yeah.
Yeah, from like a dead state, like being still. I'm not sure, but a little weird.
Yeah.
Very unexplainable. I don't know how to debunk that, at least to myself. I don't. I don't know.
I don't know either.
That there was a man in his room. Obviously, we can see that there was no man in his room. So just who or what pulled the boy's leg? You decide. Reality check. Now, before we start with this video, it needs a little bit of explanation. So the Quest 3 VR headset has a mixed reality mode where it can scan your room, including all furniture, and it will actually project your game onto the walls, ceiling, and furniture of your own house. This tech uses infrared light and depth sensors to only detect things in the room, and it's actually very accurate. So Reddit user Moki is playing a kid's game called First Encounter, where you shoot at puffy little aliens that virtually run around your house. But her Quest VR headset is picking up something very strange in her home.
Bro, this is sick. I want to play this.
I know, me too. First Encounters. We're gonna go have to steal the VR from our kid when we get them.
The youngest is playing with it.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Now again, it bears mentioning that Moki is playing a kid's game. This is not a ghost game, and whatever that is should not be there. The Quest VR headset has detected something very strange in her hallway. Something shadowy that looks like a man standing there in a dark.
I can't play this. I have to see if I can get Planet Coaster.
What's that?
We've been watching videos all day.
Oh yeah.
I want to build stuff. I like building things. I'm super nerdy, dude. I'm really starting to realize this lately. Shut up, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'll cut you off.
Nerd.
You're cut off.
Dark hood or robe. So just what do you think that her VR headset was picking up? Let me know.
More like none for me.
The Midnight Messenger. Jennifer is taking care of her elderly mother who is critically ill. One night, she sees something on her mother's bedroom video monitor that gives her goosebumps.
Okay.
Nope. I watched my great grandmother go through this. This is not paranormal. This is dementia, and her life is playing back, and she thinks she sees people that have probably been gone forever.
Yeah.
This isn't paranormal. This is just an old lady, in the end of days here. Is all this is. Not that that's all it is, but that's what this is. She probably does this all day. And she probably doesn't have an idea who anybody is when they come in the room. And she's just seeing people from her life.
Yep.
And sometimes it's not a bad thing. I'm sure it can be quite comforting.
I mean, my grandfather wasn't close to, I guess he was kind of doing that towards the end. I didn't see him then, but when he had a really bad infection and he was in the hospital, my mom kept trying to tell him,
That's when he was having trouble with his medication.
yeah, and it was causing him his infections, like really bad infections, which causes you to kind of hallucinate. And my mom was like trying to correct him. He was saying all this crazy stuff from like back in the day and like just like making up weird stuff. And my mom was correcting him, like, no, dad, no, dad. And I'm like, Mom, do you let that man like go along with it? Have fun with it. And I totally did. I sat there for like 2 hours and just talked to him. I'm like,
I
oh,
mean,
yeah, Papa. Okay.
my great grandmother, she never like made things up, but she often got everybody confused and her timeline was all askew.
Yeah.
And she always thought I was my uncle. And she'd always be like, "Oh, John, do you remember when you did this? And you and your brother broke the window." And she would just go on and on. And then she was, man, I loved my great grandmother so much. But she was the sweetest, kindest. Like, she was just the gentlest woman I've ever known. But then when she was on her deathbed, dude, she became the most foul-mouthed little lady ever, dude. She just, all of a sudden, she was mean and she swore a lot.
Hey, she had to get it
I
out.
guess, but
Been
man,
holding it back forever.
it was weird because, like, my whole life, she was always just like super kind, and then all of a sudden, she was mean. It was very weird.
Did you hear it? In the middle of the night, a quiet little female voice seems to whisper, "Come," and the elderly woman seems to raise her hands and responds, "Okay." Then again, we hear the quiet little voice clearly say, "Mama."
Okay.
The woman's daughter Jennifer says that she believes that this is the voice of her sister who passed away in 2017. She believes that her sister is there to comfort their mom as she passes over to the other side.
Okay.
By the way, Jennifer's family has recently had a lot of bad news, with both her elderly father and mother sadly becoming critically ill. If you'd like to help them, you can check out their GoFundMe at this link, which you can also find down in the video description.
I'm so scared to get old.
Scratching the surface.
Yep.
Go donate if you can. Help them out. Man, that
was a lot.
Yeah, it was so sad.
Mm.
I like that.
Tara Rule says that as a child, she lived in a haunted house. She says that as she grew up, she believes that some strange paranormal entity from the house attached itself to her.
I'm going to tell you a ghost story. It's a true ghost story. And I believe that whatever it is has followed me here.
Tara says that she often finds all of the cabinets in her kitchen open. She also says that her cat sometimes seems spooked and will actually just hide for no reason. But Tara says that lately, things in her house have started to get even spookier.
I'm on the phone with my stepdad today, right? And he goes, "Who's there with you?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Who's there with you?" I was like, "No one, why?" And he's like, "Who's that guy talking?" I'm like, "I'm here completely alone. What do you mean?" He's like, "There's a man talking, like just as loud as you right now." And I was like, "I don't hear anything." And then he said it stopped.
But it gets even weirder, because you see, recently scratches have started to form on Tara's windows, but not on the inside. Tara has noticed that there are now strange deep scratches on the outside of the windows of her apartment on the second floor.
So bad news, there's new scratches. Again, these are on the outside of the windows, and I'm on the second floor. You can tell me what you think it says.
That's her talking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it says, but
William?
It looks like it's like 4 letters, maybe.
No. Hitler?
Again, this is on the outside of the window, you can see.
Chili.
Second floor. But I'll show you, these are definitely on the outside.
I like chili. Chili's good.
Of the window, because I can wipe and wipe and wipe, and they're 100% on the outside. The only other like weird-ish thing to note is I've been hearing like loud noises. Am I f***ing?
There could be somebody crouched. Because the way it was framed, of course, you can't see the bottom of the cabinet.
Does her cat get in the cabinets?
I think it's simpler than that. I really do. Because usually with a cat, you would have seen the cat jump out or something.
Yeah.
But I just find it odd that it's always perfectly in frame where you can't see the spot you need to see.
Mm.
No, no, it's not. It's me off.
That's Jackie. Oh my god, thank God.
I don't want to hear you scream again in the microphone.
I didn't scream.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my god, Jackie! I'm sorry, dude.
Shut
You
up,
just
cat.
scared the holy out of me.
As Tara is showing the new scratches that have formed on her windows, she actually manages to capture one of the kitchen cabinets opening all on its own. Understandably, she is a bit freaked out.
Of course, you can't see the bottom.
To this day, Tara Rule still experiences strange activity in her apartment, and she found new scratches on her windows just days ago. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com.
Is there like a little fire escape out there? Like, could her and her friends, is that a place where they go smoke or something? And like, I need better shots than you blocking the entire area of the cabinet that we need to see.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know, there's just, I want to see, I'm really interested in the things that are popping up in the window. Because if you can get outside, because it looks like it could be almost like a New York apartment or something.
Like a little balcony or fire escape or something.
Usually it's like a fire escape. Up in the Northeast and big cities, it's usually a fire escape, just like you see in shows like Friends.
Yeah.
It's just like that. There's tons of them. So, I mean, if you can get out there, that'd be easy to, that'd be so easy to fake. Could just been one of your friends messing around drawing on your window.
Your cat's cute, though.
Yeah, I love me a black cat.
You can also tag me on TikTok at NukesTop5Official, and be sure to tag me only at NukesTop5Official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. The other side. Brother and sister Josh and Crystal are doing a paranormal investigation at the notoriously haunted Hotel del Coronado in San Diego, California. The old hotel opened in 1888, and over the last 137 years, workers and visitors at the hotel claim to have witnessed multiple paranormal incidents and sightings. There are constant reports of lights flickering, televisions turning on and off, and things flying off shelves. Josh and Crystal see something in a side room and try to catch it on film. It doesn't really work, but they do catch something even creepier.
It's okay. I can see you. Come to me. Are you a little boy? It's okay. Come here. It's okay. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it looks like it's going like back and forth. Is she moving? Is she moving?
He sounds drunk.
She does. I was going to say that. She sounds like she's messed
It's okay.
No, wait. Come back.
Where?
No, you come back. Go straight. Look straight. Towards me. No. Turn towards me like you were earlier. Put your back towards me.
As Crystal attempts to talk to the spirit of a little boy that she believes haunts the room, suddenly Josh's camera captures the spooky, unexplained shadow of a little child that seems to run right past Crystal from the other side.
Earlier, put your back towards me.
So did Josh and Crystal
I
catch
feel like whenever we do this, they get worse as we go. Yeah. This is no exception.
I know.
Evidence of the supernatural at the old Hotel del Coronado? As always, you decide. Give me shelter.
It's Peter Pan's.
YouTuber Tyson Pierce has a channel dedicated to travel, the outdoors, and basic survival in nature. But on one fateful day, all of his training is put to the ultimate test when something happens that is absolutely terrifying. Tyson is out in the middle of nowhere in Hawkesbury, Ontario, Canada, building what he calls a Viking turf house survival hut. Tagging along with him to help are his younger brother.
Again, it's okay to be into this stuff and build it. That's cool. Like the concept for this stuff is cool. But it's 2025. Okay, you're not a Viking. You don't need to dress like a Viking. If he only does it for the video, fine. That's content creation. I'm okay with that. But if you're walking, yeah, I am.
Okay.
But if you're walking around town like this on a daily basis, I mean, do your thing, but just know that I don't like you.
And his friend. The guys are about halfway through building the Viking hut when suddenly an urgent weather warning comes through on Tyson's phone.
Environment Canada has issued a severe thunderstorm warning. Mobile coverage area, take cover immediately if threatening.
But he and the boys are in the middle of nowhere with no time to get out of there. Now, before I show this in accordance with YouTube rules, let me note that absolutely no one was hurt in this video. But this frightening scene is what happened as the storm rolled in.
Holy...
What the hell? Oh my god.
Holy sh...
I'm going.
Oh, je pense qu'il y a une tornade.
Non, oui, pardon.
On peut pas se sauver, c'est d'être là. Check.
Ouais, c'est ça, on fait.
Check.
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait?
Elle s'en vient, reste en dedans.
Non, non, non.
En dedans.
Yeah.
Non, on peut pas, il est trop tard. En dedans. Reste en dessous! Tornado! Tornado! Stay low!
Canada got tornadoes.
Stay low! Stay low! Stay! 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 Stay low!
I mean, good call.
No! Stay!
That'd be so
stay!
scary.
Stay low, buddy! Stay! 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 Laissez-moi voir! Laissez-moi voir! Laissez-moi voir! Stay low! No, no, we're good, we're good, we're good!
No, we're dying. We're dying. We're dying.
No,
No,
stay.
this dude's giving me good advice. He's really like gearing up right now.
Yeah.
Bro!
Oh my god. Ice.
Stay! Stay!
Stay, Miguel.
Stay! Stay!
We're gonna wait until...
Holy f***!
Ice, please, don't make me.
C'est good, on est good!
On est good? But sir, 100% sir.
Please, God, please, please!
God, s'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît!
Oh my god, no.
Stay low! Stay low!
No.
Stay!
No.
Holy f***!
Tyson, please.
Stay, please, God, please!
God, please. God, sorry. I'm so blessed.
C'est good, on est good!
On est bon.
On est good! On est correct! On est correct, guys! On est good! S'il vous plaît!
Now again, let me repeat that in accordance.
Wow. That hits a little too close to home for us because I mean we've
That was so stressful.
but honestly I'm gonna give him the pass. He's allowed to dress like a Viking anytime he wants. He did a really, really good job and gave good advice and like took care of those kids, but he did what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
Stay low,
I
hold
mean,
on.
what can you do if you're outside?
But that's what they tell you. Like if
Yeah.
you can't get into a ditch, you stay as low to the ground as you can.
Yep.
So but I mean, I'd rather watch videos like that, honestly. That
was
was
stressful.
it was intense. It was very intense to watch. Because like you know that fear.
Oh yeah.
Accordance with
That's
YouTube
so
rules,
scary.
none
I
of
drove
these
through a
guys were
tornado.
hurt. Because of the amazing stability of Tyson's shelter, everyone survived and made it out without a
The shelter did not make a difference in that.
It might have kept some branches off. Yeah, sure.
Honestly though, I didn't what am I trying to say?
Words? I don't know.
Well, I'm like trying to like not sound like an idiot here. I just didn't know that Canada would get tornadoes at any point because the weather is so much cooler.
I don't know.
Like I'm sure it gets warm, but I don't know. It just to me it just doesn't seem like the atmosphere for tornadoes.
I don't know. I have no idea.
That seems weird to me.
great.
Might have to Google that.
Tyson returns a few days after the storm to check out his shelter and the surrounding woods.
That's my cabin. 2 trees. tomb. That's my cabin right there. That is insane. Oh, that's snapped though. Snap. I need to clear the trees. That's snapped there as well.
The trees around the shelter have been uprooted and blown to the ground, but the shelter is still there. The guys are even able to find their bikes buried under one of the downed trees.
Yes, Canada does experience tornadoes, though not as frequently as the United States. It's the second most tornado-prone country in the world after the US.
Wow.
Tornadoes occur most frequently in the prairie provinces of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba, southern Ontario, and southern Quebec.
Interesting.
I would have never guessed. I would have never guessed.
I had no idea.
Trees.
Oh, yes. Oh my god, no way.
Bro.
Our bikes are good. Wow.
Good spot.
My bike.
Our bikes are good.
So Tyson's amazing nature shelter actually saved their lives. He considers it a blessing that they were all able to escape without injury.
Thank you.
Still don't think the shelter
The night visitor.
really.
In the city of Gwalior in India, something very strange has been happening. Multiple people have recorded CCTV footage of a strange woman wrapped head to toe in traditional Indian clothing who seems to roam the streets late at night ringing random doorbells before just vanishing without a trace. It is said that animals react strangely to the woman, often running in fear. On one late night, a family in Gwalior records the woman walking down their street.
I think it's like the Indian while you're running.
Yeah.
भैया देखो जी घंटी भी बजाई है इसने जी तमन आंटी की हाँ
Oh, it's so fast. It's hard to read the captions.
हाँ भैया जी भैया साफ नहीं आ रही यार इसकी दूर से बोलते हो साफ आएगी क्योंकि छोटी सी हाँ देखो अब ये आ रही है अब देखो इनकी बजाई जल्दी हो पहले वो तेरी भैया घंटी बजाएगी देखो हाँ अब देखो तो आई देखो चेहरा दिख रहा है बिल्कुल साफ नहीं आ रहा है देखो और कहने बैकवर्ड भी कुत्ती को धन्ना लग रही भैया देखो हाँ
A bull in the alley runs away in fear as the woman approaches. And then as she rings one of the doorbells, her arm seems to stretch in a bizarre, inhuman way.
We've been over this before.
Oh my god.
It's the compression of the camera.
It's like ring cams.
Yeah.
And like they glitch.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
just weird.
it's not a high-tech camera. Look at the
No.
quality. Not only that, but like, this just looks like a lady with like a hijab or something on.
Mhm.
Like, this doesn't even look spooky. It just looks like a lady walking down the alleyway.
I mean, maybe it's just like a homeless lady who roams around.
Or
and
maybe it's not
just-
even that. Maybe it's just a lady talking to neighbors, and they're just making it out to be something else.
I
She
don't know.
doesn't. She looks pretty normally dressed for India. I don't understand what's so weird about this outfit.
I don't know.
Now, no one knows who the woman is or why she repeats this strange behavior night after night. Some residents of the town.
You see those strange bugs going by, and they just get really long all of a sudden.
You mean the orbs?
Sorry, the orbs that are expanding.
Believe that she might be some sort of spirit.
Look at them. They don't say anything
Especially
about
since
that, though.
police have been called multiple times to the scene. But when they arrive, the woman can never be found.
You download our open source software,
Open source
install
software. I'm sorry
it on
again,
your
damn it.
PC, and you configure.
Just outside your window. It's late one night when three brothers are asleep in their room. They wake up to a strange sound that seems to be coming from their window.
What was that, bro? Nah, bro, chill, bro. Hold it down.
Sounds like our son.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, chill, bro. I want to make sure you're in the clip.
Bro, it's coming from
I
like
am
here.
paying attention.
No, germ. I don't care. No.
Oh.
No.
I didn't know there was a girl in that room.
The boys have the fright of their life as they hear and see someone or something looking into their window, and they run from the room screaming. Unfortunately, the clip was posted without a source, so we just have to wonder what they saw.
I'll bet that was like their.
you, bro?
I bet that was like their dad or like
Yeah.
something like that messing with
Somebody
them.
messing with them.
That one boy, he screamed like a girl, dude. Like he was scared. That reminds me of the Alexa video.
Oh,
The little
yeah, yeah,
boys
yeah,
and it
yeah.
like freaked him out.
Yep.
Oh man, good
That's
stuff.
funny.
And even scarier, we have to worry that these shaky bunk beds will someday come
I saw
crashing
that
down
too.
and crush that guy on the bottom bunk. Oh no. 8 lives. This next video was sent in by hundreds of Nuke's Top 5 viewers, but unfortunately no one had a link to the original source. So the story goes that the owner's cat had recently passed away, but they believed that her ghost was haunting her old play cat tower. They claim they set up a camera and caught this spooky footage.
Candy. They do that on their own. We had one.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
They
Like
do it on their own.
that, it's to get the cat's attention.
Yeah.
So they flop on their own. Who is this? I can't read your phone from here. Hello, back.
Parasolo. What's
Solo. You're not solo anymore. You're with us now.
No, because those fish do it automatically.
Oh, I was gonna say we actually still have one, but we just got rid of it.
Yeah, maybe not that.
I wasn't paying attention.
The ball in the tower, when you hit it, it goes around.
No, I'm pretty sure those are meant to go off on themselves because it goes from the top and feeds to the bottom and goes to the top.
Oh.
Okay, that's not supposed to happen though.
That.
Now, I have no source on this video, and I'm certainly not saying it's a quote-unquote real video of a ghost cat, but it's definitely kinda creepy. And some animal lovers say that they actually find the video very comforting. But let me know what you think.
I don't know if I would say that.
Scurry videos. So,
Scurry.
Do you have to change a ghost litter box too?
My God, I hope not.
I hope it smells better.
God, I hope not.
The scurry ones was the same at the end of the last video, so we're about to get puppies again. Animals or what something. Best videos.
Yeah, I know.
Best videos.
Scurry. It said scurry videos.
Yeah, that's what it said in the last video.
Scurry.
Maybe we'll have to find like a compilation video of these because I would love to watch that.
Me too.
So as usual, these are videos that were sent in that didn't really fit in the rest of the list. They're either a bit silly, a bit funny, or just kinda weird. So, Kaylee Shreve is working her shift at a Victoria's Secret store and she goes to take a restroom break. But things start to get very weird.
I swear to God, this hand dryer just turned on by itself. And that's how far, like, this is.
I've seen this video.
Okay.
I actually just seen this in a reel a couple days ago.
Okay.
This girl's reaction is pretty funny.
How far away I am from. Turn on again if there's somebody here with me. I will shit on myself right now. I'm not even wiping my ass.
Now that was truly disturbing. And let's
Oh, man.
That girl just said she would shit on herself right now.
I ain't even playing.
Bruh.
Oh, that's my king open that.
She's
hope that one of Kaylee's
I don't know what to
coworkers
say.
had a wet wipe or something.
I will shit on myself right now. I'm not even wiping my ass.
Next up, TikToker RCA is exploring an old abandoned house that is said to be haunted. He encounters something lurking in the decaying house that shocks him to his core.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. So
that's so funny.
What the Yo, what the
Is that a vulture?
Yes.
I thought it was a crow.
That's a vulture.
I love crows.
I know you do.
I want to
You
befriend one.
weirdo.
I want to befriend one so bad.
I hate birds.
There's something about ravens and crows that are just amazing, and they're so smart and cool. and I just want to befriend one so bad. I will feed a crow anytime I see one. I want it to become my friend and be part of my minion army.
Okay, can you tell your friend to not flap its wings?
It flies. It can't. I'm sorry. It has to.
That's what
It's
freaks me out.
survival.
That's
Well,
what freaks
get
me out.
over it. It's weird to be scared of flappy wings.
It's not the
So it's only a black vulture, but these birds usually feed off dead things.
Yep.
So what if there's something dead in that? No, there's probably not. There's probably nothing in there. Anyway, and finally, there's nothing worse than when you rent a nice Airbnb.
Or maybe there's a dead rat in there or something.
Yeah.
Or a dead dog or cat or
Because
raccoon.
they go off like heat signatures, basically.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm going to have to look into that. I'm going to have to fact check you. I am.
Look it up right now. Right meow.
All right, here we go.
Right. Friggin' meow.
What am I asking? Do vultures detect
Tornadoes.
heat? Yes, vultures do detect heat, particularly thermals, rising columns of warm air. Nice.
Boom. They circle around it when they see it, like on the side of the road, roadkill, and it's like heat signature.
I don't understand that though, because wouldn't it make it colder? If it's dead, you don't become warmer. And if you did, the morgue would be much weirder.
Airbnb and the owner decides to drop by to say hello.
Get that one later.
Especially if they drop by like
I'll let you think about
this.
that one.
But I was right.
What the hell?
I'm gonna let you marinate that for a while.
Hello?
Yeah.
I've seen
Excuse
this
me.
video too.
Yeah.
You're the people that I let the house to, right?
Yeah.
You're here on holiday?
Yeah, who are you?
I own the house. I'm Richard.
What are you doing? What happened to it, yeah? Is that a...
So apparently this guy rents the house out, but he lives in a little room behind the bookshelf.
What?
And I believe the story is he comes out and uses the shower when nobody's home and stuff. Europe, I don't know what you're doing over there, but y'all gotta stop.
You are out of your damn
But I mean,
mind.
obviously this dude is very caught off guard. He's like, excuse me? Huh?
Oh, what?
Some old dude just walks through your bookshelf or just opens it up. Oh, sorry. I'll come back later and take my shower. Do you happen to have a bottle of water?
It's terrible.
I was thinking about going and having a shower now.
Where's your trousers?
He doesn't have any pants on.
Where's your trousers?
If it's not inconvenient right now, I'd like to use the bathroom.
Excuse me, we've rented this house from you.
Yeah, well, any problems?
No, there's no problems, mate. Just like,
With the house?
well, yeah, I'm happy with the house, but like, what are you doing here?
I live here. Look.
Okay, but like, what are you doing, mate? Where's my privacy?
No. But
So hold a minute, yeah. Whilst we're sleeping, yeah, you're going out in the kitchen.
yeah, well, I've got to put my dirty plates out there.
What are you just in a jail in there? And where's your clothes gone? Where's your clothes?
They're in the washing machine.
I don't know if I'd be laughing about this. I think I'd be beating the brakes off this old man.
Bruh.
Because like he might.
No way.
People always think that old people are harmless, but like this dude's walking around your house while you're sleeping,
It's so creepy.
and you don't know. He's in there taking a shower. He could be in there watching you do stuff, like adult stuff. What was that?
I don't know. I heard that.
It sounded like it came from the dungeon room. Just gonna ignore it.
Hello?
Raymond?
What the? It's a bit weird. What's happening? What's happening here?
Look, this should be no problem. I'm not going to interfere with you.
But you're interfering with me now.
No.
That's not
this
okay.
This is unfortunate. I do all this at night.
I think the no pants is the most disturbing part for me. So that's all for this week. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back again next time.
That's wild.
Yeah, I wouldn't be okay with that.
That's so wild.
That is bonkers. I don't know. He's laughing way too much for that, in my opinion. I would be.
Yeah, but you're an immediate angry person.
No, I'm not. I'm super chill all the time. Do I look like an angry
Yes,
person, chat?
yes, you do.
I'm not. I'm a super chill guy all the time. Anyways, this was fun. And we will be back tomorrow, 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So you get to figure that out. I don't know what that means for everybody else, but if you can go by Eastern Standard Time, it's 4.
It is 4 o'clock
So
Eastern Standard Time.
I
We
feel
are
like a lot of people use that.
2 hours behind.
For some reason, like Eastern Standard Time is just like standard time.
Um,
Well, think about like at least here in America, it's the one they use almost for everything, dude.
yeah, I guess that's true.
Even like football games and stuff, they use it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I miss football.
Yeah, me too. I have really didn't get to watch any last year
Mm,
because we live in a non-football having team state now.
I know. And I'm always working
Yeah.
because I work on the weekends. And that's when football is.
Again, if you guys would like more content from us and more consistent content, tell everybody you know to watch us and subscribe and join the Patreon. Look, if we could make this our everyday job, like I would be on the ball. But you gotta remember, you might see us on YouTube, but we are still just very regular, ordinary people. Outside of this,
Parasolo, your Eastern Standard Time. We used to be for a really, really, really long time.
Florida.
Yeah.
I do kind of miss it. So I miss Florida
Yeah.
sometimes.
For why?
I'm not saying I want to move back there, but I do miss it because I lived the majority of my life there.
I mean, me too.
Okay.
But it's so gross and humid there. It's disgusting.
PA, is that what that says?
Pennsylvania?
Is this Eric? Because if it's not, then I think we might have a lot of people in Pennsylvania that listen to us and watch us.
I've been to Pennsylvania.
But it could be Eric. It's not Jojo Tate.
Jojo today.
Jojo Tate. No, because Eric lives in New Hampshire.
Doesn't he?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Because I know Ben's in.
Welcome, Parasolo. I don't know who you are, but welcome. Ben's in Florida.
Ben's in Florida. Who's in
Mississippi?
Yeah, that.
Ben's from Mississippi, but he lives in
that's
Florida.
right. Okay.
Anyways.
Because he was talking about his Mississippi story.
We don't need to determine where everybody's from right now.
It's talking and sitting here.
Yeah. So this was fun. I would love to say that the videos are great, but I mean there was a couple of them that were all right. But
hi Josh. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, Josh.
Hi.
Josh. Joshua.
Yeshua.
Yeshua. But anyways.
That's what we call my brother-in-law.
We will be back here tomorrow, 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, unless we're getting caught up in the mountains somewhere, and then we might push it a little later, but
or 4 o'clock for you, Josh.
Yes.
Because you're the only one here, I think, still.
But I guess we'll catch you on the next one, guys.